I don't really need to sell any of this stuff. I can do it tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah,
Get
it's
in bed.
12.
Have you guys ever seen the South Park episode about Lord of the Rings?
I have not.
I don't think
so.
As far as
But
I know,
I
there's
don't
only
watch.
one.
I haven't watched many episodes of South Park anyway.
I like South
Yeah, I
Park.
don't typically watch
They have an
TV. All my entertainment comes from Twitch.
Yeah.
that's fair.
They have an episode where Randy, Stan's dad, orders like a porn DVD to watch with his wife or whatever.
Mhm.
And as failing marriages do. I'm
taking notes.
He gets it. He puts it in the wrong slip. He puts it in the slip for Lord of the Rings.
Oh god.
And he's like,
Oh, no.
Stan. And at the same time, Stan and his friends like Cartman, Kenny, and Kyle were role playing Lord of the Rings. Like they were all wizards and warriors and junk. And so they go over there to give the great quest. And Butters, which is like the dumb, like slow developing kid, not like mentally. He's just behind the curve,
He's physically.
He's like
isn't he?
No, he's not physically handicapped.
No, he has he's on crutches or something like that.
No,
right?
that's
Yes.
now that I have to think of his name, I'm not. That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy and Timmy. Jimmy and Timmy are
Timmy
the two
is
handicapped
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah, Butters is just like he's just like. I mean, everybody's always met like a kid who's like 6 but acts like they're like 4.
I know
That's
what
how
you
my nephew
mean.
is. You know what I mean? Some
Yes.
kids are just behind the curve. That's how
Yeah.
Butters is. So he watches the full-on hardcore porn.
Oh no.
And he gets obsessed with it, and they're like this tape is powerful. I wonder if Sauron has anything to do with it. And they start talking about it, and they have to cast it into the fire, which is the return box at the video rental store.
Nice.
And at the same time, the what is it? Are they ogres or trolls in The Hobbit or
Orc.
Lord of the Rings?
They're orcs.
Orc. The orcs that are chasing after them are 5th graders who desperately want to see that tape. It's the best.
The question.
And,
oh, sorry.
what? No,
I
go
was
ahead.
wondering why there's rice planted up here and not by water.
I
But
planted
anyway,
it there.
carry
I don't
on.
know where.
I planted it up there because I have no idea what rice does because it's new. It's newer than 4 years ago.
Gotcha.
I
You
just
have to put
I
it
just
next
took
to a
it and I
water
planted
source.
it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
grows faster by water.
Mm-hmm.
You dummy. No.
Yeah. South Park has a really good 3-episode special for Game of Thrones. It's really good. And it's just every facet. What was that?
Sounded like a
I
mousetrap.
don't know what that. I don't know what that was.
What?
Every facet of life is Lord of the Rings for them, and Cartman keeps bringing people. Stop!
What is
Or
that?
or a
My
cat
cat
sneezing.
sneezed. It was my cat sneezing on my bed.
It was like the first time I heard it. It was like that's a mousetrap. And then
Yeah.
the second
Yeah,
time
that's
it was-
what I thought. Well, I don't know. I don't think that was him sneezing. I think he did sneeze just now. Anyways, Cartman keeps bringing people into the into like this garden, and he's like, "Oh, it's the console wars. It's PlayStation versus Xbox is what it's about." And he's like, "It's just about me and you getting Xboxes, okay?" He's like, he hands him a flower, and he's like, I just need your help, a little extra help from you." And then ends with him bringing in Bill Gates. And then
course.
Bill Gates like beats to death like the owner of Sony. Pretty
Sure.
great.
Why not?
And instead of the red wedding, they go to a wedding party at Red Robin. And it's all these kids wearing like night gear eating at like a Red Robin.
That's
And then
great.
in the middle, it's Bill Gates beating some Asian guy to death. And Bill Gates
Sure.
is covered in prison tattoos. It's
Like
the
you do.
stupidest thing. I love it. I love South Park so much. Dude, it's the
Sorry.
greatest.
This.
You know, I watched season 1 of Game of Thrones and then I just didn't finish the rest of it, but I wanted to.
Mm. Was
I
there a
thought
lot
it was
of
really
nudity in
good.
it?
Was there a lot of nudity? Yes.
Yeah, that's
I
what I hear
imagine it
about it.
got-
That's what
More, but as it went on.
South Park kept making the joke that there's a lot of floppy wieners in it, and the dragons never show up.
I mean, until like
Like,
way
like-
later. Yeah.
Yeah. Butters.
You have to,
at
you have
this
to
point,
build it up though. Like
Right.
yeah,
you can't just start with it.
Don't
Yeah,
what,
you
Dordle?
You
can
have to start with floppy
the
wieners.
floppy wieners.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's
So,
what I mean. Like, you can't start with the potato
Butters
version.
Butters walks up. He's like, Cartman, I watched that Game of Thrones show, but there's no dragons. It's just big old floppy wieners in my face. And then
That's
he's
fair.
like, we're getting to that. And then who's the guy who wrote that Game of Thrones? What's his name?
George
George
R.
R. R.
Martin.
Martin.
Hmm.
Yeah, George Martin. That's what they call him in that.
Solid. Good joke.
He buys. It's good. He buys the kids pizza. He buys
Wow, you
Butters
convinced me.
pizza. He wants to buy Butters pizza, but the pizza literally never shows up. And meanwhile, he busts down in this huge display of big floppy wieners.
Love it. That's
Somebody
funny.
stabs him. Somebody stabs George Martin.
Sounds like just fever dreams the whole way
really
through.
does.
What in
It
the
is.
It's
fuck?
pretty
I mean,
great.
there's some filler in between those two scenes, but it's pretty great. He's
Okay.
doing this big speech and he's talking about whatever, and then somebody's like, "Hey, he's getting his penis out," and then somebody walks up and stabs him.
I bet that-
Honestly, I'm glad that I have my mature button clicked on Twitch.
I don't get it.
I bet that all that random talking he's doing is probably the plot part, would be my guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know. But he just keeps saying, he's like, "Oh, that pizza's coming real soon. I promise, guys. That pizza's on its way." And then, like, halfway through, he's like, "Oh yeah, what kind of pizza did you want?" They start screaming, "Oh, you didn't even order it yet."
Dordle's
That's
gone through and
great.
counted, and there are 10 wieners in Game of Thrones tops.
Yeah,
Only 10?
it's too much.
That feels low.
Yeah, we could do
It's
some.
about 10 too
I mean,
much.
it's about
Some more-
halfway there.
Can we do some more full frontal dude? Bum-ba-da-bum.
Scenes? Were you gonna like finish that?
No.
sentence?
That was it. Full frontal dude.
We need more
dude.
full frontal dude.
Full frontal dude was my superhero that I created in college. That webcomic really didn't take off.
Well,
I mean, they have new areas to post those things now, right?
right.
New websites crop up all the time.
Have you guys ever seen the Onion video about if employers should be allowed to view your amateur porn to determine if you should get a job or not?
Like,
Because you know,
like
you know the debate about whether or not employers should be allowed to view your social media. Like,
yeah, I
Yeah.
know about
The
that.
US
But, like
government,
that's
I
your
think it's
that's
fair.
that's your private life, but it's you're
But
making
it's
it
publicly
public.
on the internet, so I think it's fair
Yeah.
game.
So the Onion wrote it as, should they view your amateur porn?
Love
And
it.
it's just a bunch of adults saying the
Well, I'd
most
hope so.
raunchy things. Oh yeah, and they're like, I think it's fair game. You know, if you want to appear better, just videotape your guy. Just videotape yourself tag teaming two Latino dudes to show diversity and multitasking, and it's just that. It's just that over and over again. And then they're like, and at one point, this guy just turns. He's like, you know, me and my wife have really liked doing some POV shots of picking up some Hispanics down at the grocery store.
Oh my god.
And the lady's like, oh.
Oh
And
boy.
they're like, you could just wear a mask, and this lady gets all offended, and she's like, that covers up the eyes. That's where the innocence is.
Oh god.
Oh, that's rough.
That's funny.
That's a good one. One of my favorites is they ask these people what they think about politics, but all the people are in cages. They're all stuck in this giant cage, and they look like they've been there for a while. And the lady keeps asking them political questions.
Wow.
And this lady's like, let us out. And this guy says, shut up. If you don't do what she says, we'll be here forever.
That feels pretty on brand.
It's pretty great. I love The Onion. They hire some of the best actors ever. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see a kid straight face talk about like brutally murdering like a burglar for like a McDonald's card. And the kid's just keeping it straight the whole video.
What was the one with the kid on the basketball team? I'm trying to remember what the plot was for that.
Yo, yeah.
That
he's
kid was
just-
hilarious. I don't see how
That kid was a menace.
Yeah.
So, it was just him being like a bad sport and then getting on the news.
Yeah.
He made like a full court shot
Yeah.
from the other side or something.
That's what it was. He made like some insane shot, and they brought him on, and he was just an absolute asshole. And it was like the coach was talking about how he asked him not to take that shot and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was super risky, but now he's getting rewarded for it. And the kid's sitting there just being smug the whole time.
He like flips off his coach and says, and the coach is like, "I've lost all respect from all of my players." It's just like a middle school basketball team. That's a really good one. I like the one of how to play golf with the man whose wife you're secretly sleeping with.
That's great.
And he looks at the camera. He's like, now listen, we've all been there. Sooner or later, you're gonna play golf with the man whose wife you're plowing on the side.
We've all been there. That's great.
And one of the tips is like, just go out there and say, just like, hey man, I'm having sex with your wife. And the guy's like, all right. And then the guy says that to him straight faced right there, and he starts to get worried. He's like, yo, Jim, I'm having sex with your wife. And Jim's like, okay, what? And all of the comments are like, hey, Jim, I think that guy's having sex with your wife.
I think he's trying to tell you something. That's funny.
The Onion is great.
Some good stuff.
Ooh, what's that? They have a really cool series called Porkin' Across America. Where it's that character Jim Haggerty is my favorite character they have. He goes to pork restaurants all around America to sample pork, but in every episode he gets injured and some part of his body is replaced with a pig body part.
You know,
So,
one thing that I like in my ongoing jokes, running gags, is consistency. You gotta.
Yeah.
Thought you were gonna say is pork.
It's pork. Yes, one of my favorite.
Pork is hilarious.
Let me think. There's a bunch of other jokes. Like Jim always pulls out like $1,000 to hand to people. Like there's like he's like I wanted to stop and visit my niece. I love her. I haven't got to see her since she started college. And he goes in and she's just cracked out of her mind. She's like half dressed, laying in the floor, just cracked out with some guy, and he just starts handing the guy hundreds just to get lost.
Wow.
Like just starts giving this crackhead like thousands of dollars to beat it. And there's another one where his wife calls and's like, "Hey Jim, the washer's like messing up." So he gives this random guy like $500 and a set of car keys to go to his house. And the guy goes and beats the tar out of Jim's wife and robs them. And she's like, "Jim, you sent a hitman after me."
God.
And he
Oh my
keeps
God.
refusing to stop the show. So he just keeps going, and his wife like divorces him. And like the 5th episode, he gets served papers. It's the best. I
There's
love it.
A video we saw today where somebody was trying to make one of those feel-good YouTube videos. He's like, my mom, did so much for me, and now that I've made it, I'm gonna do something for her. I'm gonna show up and surprise her and give her $10,000. But then like there's all this kind of behind-the-scenes stuff, like accidentally, quote-unquote, accidentally left in footage of them like getting things set up and making sure my mom's not home. We're gonna have to sit. We're already at the house. I told her that we were gonna be over, and they're like, this is one of those things that does really well with the algorithm. It's really gonna bump up my views. And then it's like, Mom, I told you gotta wear my merch. So we gotta do this shot over again. Go back and get the hat. It's like, I don't want to wear the hat. It's like, go get the hat, Mom. So good.
That guy's funny.
It's like, put the dogs up. Why are the dogs out? These dogs are so fucking annoying, I swear. And he's like, all right, Mom, here's the $10,000. And she's like, oh, so much. It's like, Mom, you gotta cry. It's like, but I'm not like. It's like, go get some eye drops. We'll make it so that you're crying for the thumbnail. This is for the thumbnail. And it's like, I get to keep this money, right? It's like, no, I need that money. I'm not making it right now. This is supposed to help me get views. I don't have that kind of money to give you.
Something like that's pretty funny.
It was
Who was
awesome.
that? I'm trying
That was
to remember.
Ryan the leader.
Sounds like
Yeah.
an April 1st, like an April Fool's Day kind of video.
Yeah. You know how you call it April
Just the way you
1st?
said that. Just the way you said that. It's funny.
I am a whiskey and shut up.
Wait,
Nice.
just sounds like an April 1st kind of thing.
Oh my god.
actually
Who is
I'm
this
thinking about
vagrant in
going
my
to-
bed? I can't wait to slip it in your
That's
pooper.
me. Hey,
Sorry,
after
what?
the stream, I got a game I have to show you guys. Okay.
Okay.
If I could have 10 minutes.
You can show us your racist game after we cut stream.
So
Mhm.
I'm actually going to be continuing the stream after we're done with this.
All right.
All right.
So
All right. Looks like you're out of the cool game club.
take
that's
that,
fair.
everybody.
I have
It's
a
okay.
recipe for a warrior ring.
Cool.
Ooh. What does that do?
No idea. Hold on, let me read it. I
I just thought
actually made
about
that one.
Somebody's streaming it on Twitch, even though I've never seen it on Twitch before. Do you guys like spot the difference puzzles or whatever?
Oh yes, I
mean-
love those.
That's what the game is.
Oh, the flower dance
okay.
tomorrow.
Okay, so this one is occasionally infuses a wearer with warrior energy after slaying a monster.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what that actually means.
Hey, do you want the sword or not, dog?
I'll take it. Or I'll look at it at least.
Wow, he seems really grateful.
The free sword, I know, man. Let me drop it. How do I drop it?
Just drop it on the ground.
I can't.
I threw it on the ground.
Here, it's in there.
That sword's not my dad.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, I guess I'll take it. It's nice enough. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. Yeah. You didn't sound very happy.
Nice
Thank
enough.
you
What
so
a,
much for that. It's so good. I can't imagine my life
Hey,
without
who's
this
cool
sword.
chickens?
let me gargle your balls.
Jeez,
Jesus.
a lot.
Hey, the chickens didn't make any eggs. I don't know what that's all about.
They're babies.
Ha 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 ha. He probably just took the eggs. Let's be real.
I did just
Yeah.
take the eggs.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, we didn't get them
The
too
chickens
long
are
ago.
full grown.
They just grew up like today.
Okay.
Hey,
They
he's
were
out of bounds.
itty-bitty
He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Come get him.
Don't go anywhere those underage
fine.
chickens' eggs, okay?
He'll come back.
Did you guys see? I saw an ad. How do you guys feel about invisible electric fences? You guys like those?
What do you mean, like for?
Like for dogs?
Like for dogs,
Yeah. Like oh, if my dog dares step
Invisible-
foot,
invisible fences are fine.
you don't hate them. You're not
I
anti.
kind of hate them actually because I've never
I
actually.
hate them because
used
they
one.
don't work.
I was gonna say I've never actually used one for the pet, but I dog sat for a former boss of mine, and hers didn't freaking work, and so the
Yeah.
animals like ran out in the backyard and just kept going when I was dog sitting for them, and I freaked
Yeah.
out. And thankfully they came home, but it was not ideal.
Junk like that doesn't work because half the time the dog will just be like, I don't know what's going on. I don't really care though, and they'll just keep
Yeah.
it rolling, you know. But
Yeah,
like,
because they run fast enough through it that they just take the tank the
Exactly.
damage.
Basically, yeah.
but yeah, or they're like their fur is so thick that it just doesn't hurt them, you know. Like a real electric fence works well on dogs because they touch it with their nose and then they're scared of fences for the next 20 years.
You mean like
but-
a physical fence that is
Yeah, like
Electric-
a physical electric fence.
electrical?
like
yeah,
like you put around cattle, but for dogs.
yeah. I feel like that
They-
probably
they
is
do
not
it.
a great idea.
It keeps them in. I mean, they
believe
touch
that.
it once and they're in pain for 10 seconds, but they're like, man, I don't want to do that again. And then, like, they can, like, smell the electricity and the hot air. And, you know, they're like, I don't want to get out. Anyways, I saw an ad for a mobile invisible fence where you just get
That's-
on your handy
That's
dandy.
a terrible idea because you can
Yeah, I know.
you can teach the dog where the fence is by the pain, and they won't
Yeah.
go past that point whether or not there's a fence there. If you keep
So
moving,
it's
it,
kinda
they're
like,
gonna be confused all the time.
Right.
It's for those maniacs that take their dog everywhere with them with no leash.
yeah.
Like to the
those
beach.
people are
I would never want to
insane.
take my dog to the beach.
Nope.
So it's for those kind of people, and you just like set a perimeter on your phone, and you hope it works.
Oh God.
And your dog now has to trial and error for the
No,
next 20
that gives
minutes
me
to figure out
anxiety to
what's
think
chill and
about.
what's not.
I don't like
Well,
that.
I'm just worried about my dog just straight going straight through it, you know.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't like any like being off leash at all for dogs because it's just not unless they're in like a very secure fenced area or whatever, that type
I
thing.
can see it if they're well trained even. So I've seen
even
dogs that
then.
can like stay right by you no matter what.
Sure, but some dogs, I mean, if something spooks them or whatever, like it'd be very easy.
Like if I'm on the beach, like shooting my gun, a dog's gonna get freaked out.
Sure, like they do
No,
everything.
like,
Right.
No, just roll that back for a second. Anyone's gonna be scared of that, dog
Nope.
or not.
Come on, you've seen Jaws.
Yeah,
Yes.
if I'm just laying waste to the beach, the dog's gonna get freaked out and run off. What was I gonna say? I'm not a big dog person.
You don't say. How you want to shoot guns
I didn't
around
say it was
dogs?
Yeah, I'm not a big dog person. One of the things I cannot stand is people who have dogs who constantly get out and like
Yeah.
are up and down the road on
I
other
feel like
people's
that's not
property,
good.
junk like that. I cannot stand because why even have the dog
Yep.
if it's gonna be
I don't know.
bebopping around somebody else's property?
Yeah, I mean, I see it like cats as well will just kind of free roam and stuff, and I feel
I
like
don't want my cats outside.
it's not as dangerous because cat can't hurt you that much.
It's
Yeah.
still dangerous
Dogs
for the
are-
cat, though. I mean,
What's that?
you know, it's still dangerous for the cat potentially. You know,
Sure.
I guess that's my thing. Like, it's not so much that I'm worried other people's dogs are going to hurt me or poop in my yard or whatever. It's more that I'm afraid
just
they're going
that
to
I
get
don't-
run over.
I don't want to play with somebody else's dog at 8 in the morning. And the dogs are always like, hey, that guy wants to play. And I'm like, I don't want to play. Go home.
Get the
If that's
fuck
the
out
worst
here.
of it, then that's not too bad.
Look at my posture. Look at my stance. Does it look like I'm into this right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Right.
get my car, dude.
We used to have, there's this dog in our neighborhood, or I think they may have moved. I hope they moved and it didn't just get run over, but that just kept constantly getting out. I mean, like there was one week that all the neighborhood boards were like, this dog's out again, this dog's out again. You know what I mean? Like it was just constant. People were posting
Throw
pictures.
rocks at it. Scare it off.
No.
Throw
And so
rocks at it.
we picked it up one day and took it home and took it to the owners and talked to them, and they were like, yeah, I don't know how she keeps getting out of the front window. And I was like, I have so many questions about this.
Why do you know for a fact that it's getting out of the window?
Also, why is your front window open to the point that a dog can get out of it?
It's
I
America.
mean, the dog can open it, right?
It was
And
weird.
that's also a problem.
It was super weird. I was like, what
Later,
is wrong
Dordle.
with y'all?
Take care, man.
Maybe
What
just
a
don't
dog.
do whatever you're doing or get a fence, you know? It was weird. It was a very weird
I
conversation.
can't be friends with Dordle anymore.
Why?
He gave a negative review to the Yu-Gi-Oh game I've been playing. he got beat real bad in a duel, and he's like, "This game sucks. Nobody should play this game anymore. This game blows." He had very valid criticisms, but the game does suck. Oh, there was an apple in the thing.
Oh, there was.
Oh,
Okay, I was just.
that would
in
have
there.
been super
I
helpful because I
take
am
bite.
completely out of energy right now.
Don't eat
I
the
might actually
apple. It's
pass
for
out
it's for a
here.
thing.
We need
trying
like
to-
3 apples.
Energy
Okay,
a little
well,
bit.
we're halfway there.
1 is not half of 3.
Whoa, living on a prayer.
I'm gonna put it in this chest.
Okay. Nah, I just ate it.
I
You
take
just
bite.
ate it. It's like dogs have seen it all together and know what's up. Still says Enigma Wave.
I really like those like things from like hold on, I'm having a heart attack.
Sounds like.
I like
You
those
sure you're not having a stroke?
I like those things where it's like a DoorDash delivery guy. And it's like, oh, this text message pertains to your DoorDash delivery, and it's like hey, and it's like, who's my hungry boy? And then it just says your food has been delivered, and that's it. Junk like that. Or
What
I
are you-
take
what are you
bites and
talking
feel
about?
like,
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You never seen those?
No.
I think he is having a stroke.
Yeah, I think he
I'm
is.
not- The funniest one is I take bite. This guy's like, the person sends I take bite, and the guy says what, and then he just like sends a picture of the half-eaten food the guy ordered, and like a smiley face.
Are these real people? I'm very confused.
Yeah, these are real
Sorry.
people.
Oh, these are
These
just
are
like.
real stories.
Yeah, they work for the Onion.
Yeah, exactly. Like, are we talking about a bit,
Oh,
or I
yeah.
mean, like, what are we
I
talking
forgot
about?
that I
No,
was-
it's real.
Okay.
Believe me, I've seen it.
I've seen it.
So my drink's empty. I'm gonna go grab a refill.
All right, good luck.
Oh,
I'm
can
gonna
I
pause
tell
it
you
for a
guys
sec.
about something?
Can you pause it,
What?
Matthew?
Hold on, I'm in bed. Yeah, I can pause it.
Alright, here we go.
Let me tell you guys about a story. Okay.
About a lovely lady.
Now, what do you guys know about pineapples and their significance?
A lot.
What is a pineapple?
Yeah, a lot.
If somebody has like a pineapple on their front porch, what does that mean to you?
They're swingers.
or
There are
they're
swingers,
wealthy.
okay? They're swingers. Wealthy people are swingers.
Fair.
They don't have to work. What else are they going to do with their time? Except have extramarital affairs.
Well, it's not
Sure.
an affair. They're
Well,
inviting.
it's an affair in the sense that, they're with somebody else. It's not like an illicit affair, is not what I meant.
Are all affairs like
I think any
secretive?
kind of romantic thing. No,
Anything
I don't think they
extra
are.
romantical? Anything?
Well, you always hear about like rich people having a mistress or whatever.
But is that an affair?
I would call it an affair. If you're in a relationship and you're
Mhm.
seeing anybody else, I think it's an affair.
But what if
even
the-
it's
It
what if
depends
the-
on if the other person knows about it.
What if the
though,
other
'cause those
person's
are
cool with
different.
it?
I think
Yeah.
even if they do know, it would still be called an affair.
Are we paused?
Yeah, we're paused.
Do you want me to
we'll
unpause?
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know that you could actually pause. I was just sitting in bed while I went to grab the drink.
Anyways, so my friend,
So
I was
tell us
like,
about your mistress
joking.
or whatever.
I was joking with him about a dentist in our town is a swinger, supposedly.
hmm
We live in a small town, junk like that, and like everybody knows apparently. He didn't know, and his dad is like friends with that dentist, and the dentist like, lives in his neighborhood, in like the rich people part of my town, because he's kind of rich.
Mhm.
Most
So
dentists
the
are.
dentist is yeah. Well, I just mean my friend was kind of rich.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
He didn't know, so he didn't believe me. So we called his dad, and his dad was like, I had that that feeling. So my friend then starts realizing there's pineapples all over his house. Right after I told him pineapples are the sign, and
Nice.
to make it better, when we were talking, we went over to his house to like he was back in town, so we went to go eat, and then he wanted to watch Napoleon Dynamite, so we went to his house to watch Napoleon Dynamite, and his parents were visiting another family in the big city up north,
Ooh.
and he's seen pineapples everywhere, and I'm saying the people down the street that his dad's is friends with are swingers, and they had a naked game of pool with somebody.
God.
So he starts getting a little worried. Okay. And then he goes to his aunt's house or something, and there's pineapples everywhere.
Oh
There are
no.
pineapples left and right.
Yeah,
And
up and down, all around.
Okay, Flora doesn't know what swingers are. Swingers are people who swing with other couples.
Got him.
Yeah. What?
Sure, you sure explained that well.
I did. Well, that's what I did.
Swingers are people who swing. Thanks.
They openly go back and forth. What's that episode of Seinfeld
it's
where?
an open relationship with other couples.
Right.
Yeah, but
And
it's
everybody's in on
more.
it, basically.
It's a little bit more organized, I think. Like there's a culture,
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
It goes a little bit deeper than sinning. There's a culture behind the sinning.
There's a community, you might say.
Yeah, there's a community. Anyways, pineapples are their thing.
I was gonna say, actually, pineapples. Let me put on my nerd hat here for a second. But like originally in architecture and stuff like that, it was supposed to be a gesture of like hospitality and friendliness. It's like, look, we
Yeah.
have pineapple decorations, therefore you can come and hang out with us. Like it was a big
Come
thing
have
in
sex
port
with my
cities.
wife and me.
Exactly, but it was actually a big thing in port cities like Charleston and Savannah and places like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, you'll see them on.
But that's where it came from.
It was also
But-
also a sign of wealth. Like you'll see
Yeah.
it a lot of times in like antebellum homes, like in the molding or like stone versions of them out on the porches or something like that, because they're just really difficult to come by back in the day.
But I think that's why people adopted it as that, because kind of the joke is like, yeah, we're real friendly, but
The thing, I think, if you see like one pineapple sticker on somebody's mailbox, you could probably safely say they're a swinger versus like 3 or 4 pineapple decorations in like their kitchen if they have like a motif going on.
Sure.
I saw
sure.
one lady who had an upside down pineapple tattoo on her bicep.
Okay, that's
And I was like,
pretty.
"Man."
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, man, why don't you just start walking around naked or something? Why don't you put up a sign? Rent a billboard or something, dog.
That's funny.
And she was on national TV. And I'm like, hold on. Wait a minute. Something's up here.
Wow.
Anyone else want a glowstone ring?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can make one more at this point.
Whoever's
Oh, it's
saying-
midnight.
Oh, yeah, it is. Shit.
You could have gone in my bed,
I didn't think about it.
and then you didn't. Oh,
So
prude.
I'm thinking about that friend's dad now. He's a weird guy. I don't think he's a swinger, but he's a pretty weird guy. Like when my friend Andrew, when he was growing up, his dad's name is D.
These nuts.
Yeah.
Make that same thing.
D would he's very particular. He has a bunch of stupid rules. And he takes it a little bit farther than other parents.
Nothing
Where,
in the
like-
booty, nothing in the mouth.
He would make himself sweet tea. Andrew was not allowed to have any sweet tea soda like that. That's whatever. Andrew was forced to read teen self-help books and junk like that, like 100 tips to becoming a successful teenager, junk like
Weird.
that. He used to have to read that. D would make
So
like a
much
picture
foraging
of
stuff.
sweet tea. Huh?
Foraging
So
for
much
the win.
foraging, yeah.
Yeah. So D would make a picture of sweet tea and lemonade to have was it Arnold Palmer? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. hmm
To have those. If Andrew so much as had one sip, it was game over. And one time
Weird.
he said he got up at like 3 a.m. and he didn't want to drink water, so he had one glass of lemonade, and his dad was beating on his door in the morning like, Andrew, did you drink my lemonade? I had about that much, and that much is missing. There's just dumb stuff like that. Oh.
That's amazing.
So I every time I go over to his house, I want to mess with him. I want to ruin his day.
That's
And
fair.
I'm like, hey man, can we go like, can we take all the sheets off your dad's bed and stuff them under his bed? And he's like, no,
Sure.
I would freak out. Or I'm like, hey man, can we take all of his blankets and like put him in the bathtub full of water? Like, could you imagine? You get what's that thing that they used to do to like college students? They would take all your clothes or all your sheets and then freeze them in the freezer. You guys
I have
ever
no
heard of that?
clue. No, this is news to me.
I think like it might be like a boot camp thing. I can't
Maybe
remember.
it is.
But like
It sounds
You're-
like a
you're at
specific.
your-
like,
yeah, you're
very
at
specific thing.
your first day at like something where you're away for like 18 hours out of the day or whatever. And you come back, sleep, you do the same thing. So I want to think it's boot camp. Anyways, the older people would take all your sheets off your bed, ball them up, put them in like a bucket, and then freeze them. And then you would get back, and your stuff would just be frozen in a block of ice sitting on your bed that's currently melting and getting your bed soaking wet.
That does not sound ideal. I don't like
It's
that.
funny. though.
I have heard of the thing if you go on like a camping trip is you beforehand, you have to prep for it, but beforehand you bring, you freeze a can of shaving cream, and then you have to bring like a saw or something with you. But when somebody goes to bed, or you just have it like frozen like in another container that's easier to open, but you open up the brick of shaving cream and you put it at the bottom of their sleeping bag, and then
Come on.
overnight it warms up and expands, and then people wake up and they're just like encased in shaving cream.
It's disgusting.
Or like do the same thing
Terrible.
but throw it through somebody's like open car like moonroof or something like that.
I would kill somebody. The festival's not being set up on the lake. What's going on?
I
can't
know.
go
I tried to
fishing.
do the same thing.
Flower dance has started. Are we doing the flower dance?
Do we want to do
I
that?
guess I'm in line. I don't know. I
I-
don't care if we do it or not. I kind of just want to fish.
I kind of I find it funny that you paved the staircase.
Yeah.
It's well, I mean, it allows you to move faster. Hey, where's my glow ring?
Oh, right.
Hey, buddy, thanks for the glow ring. Oh, is it
What was I
if
just
it's
talking about?
I could just pick it up if it's in here.
No, I'm actually looking for. I thought I could make another one. Looks like
Uh-oh.
I'm missing one solar essence though.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
Have you guys ever heard of cart narcs?
Excuse
Say
me.
that I have.
I'm
Bless you.
sorry. It was so cart like narcs, like you know, like somebody's a narc.
Thanks for breaking that down. I think
Uh,
No, but what was
Well,
the
you
first
would
part
know.
again?
cart.
cart, like shopping cart.
You know,
Oh
cars
yes,
like
okay, yes,
cars.
yes, yes. I know what you're talking about. I
Right,
do.
narcs.
I know what you. I do
As
know what
in
you're talking about.
narcs.
Uh,
Cart
anyways,
narcs.
Cart,
Cart.
Cart
cart
narcs.
It's a channel.
Wasn't that
on
Pokemon?
YouTube where these guys harass people in like Walmart parking lots for not putting their carts up in the things in the corrals.
Yeah.
And that's already grounds to get beaten up. You know, it's not this world-ending affair if I don't put my cart up. You know, when they pay some guy to do it, they pay some guy 50 cents an hour to do it. So this guy rolls around, and he calls people lazy bones and throws stuff at their car
Oh my gosh.
if they don't like he'll like put like bumper stickers on like their windows. He'll like throw magnets on their hoods that say lazy bones, don't do it again or something.
So funny.
And it's just this guy like acting like he's God because he's putting carts back and harassing people. And then people get out and he's like, what are you getting mad about, lazy bones? And he's about to get beaten up.
Wow.
Fucking lazy
I don't think he's
bones.
gotten beaten up yet. I would beat him up. If he put a
Again, people
magnet
need to
on
be
my
robbed
car,
of the misapprehension that we live in a post-punch in the face world. Like
Post-punch
that's
in the
exactly
face.
what I'm talking about.
but like
Agreed.
I was like showing
But
my
also,
friends
like,
watching
turn in your fucking cart.
right?
No, shut up.
Put
Bad
your-
stance. Bad stance.
Put your shit up.
No, that's the right stance.
It's the
Listen.
right one. Yeah.
It's you. I don't think you're evil for not putting your card up. However,
I don't
it's
think
still
you're
a good
evil.
thing
I'm
to
just
put it up.
disappointed.
I think
you
of
know?
you less of you as a person.
Now,
Yeah.
when some guy starts coming out and throwing magnets at cars and putting stickers on windows,
Well,
we're
maybe,
losing our meaning.
maybe that's a kind of nuclear option that society needs to straighten up.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Are we actually doing the?
I'm not.
Flower
Okay.
dance.
Unless y'all really want to, I can run over there real quick.
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm
good.
fishing.
I
Anyways,
don't have
but
anyone
like
to
some of
dance
my
with anyways,
friends
so
were
I'm
like,
good.
some of my friends were like wanting to fight for that war, the anti-carts out war, and we were just like, me and one of my friends were like, man, that's like a shoot on sight sort of thing. If I see that guy walk towards me with a magnet, you know,
That's funny.
It's a magnet.
like
it's
it's
not like
on
a
site.
super. Like it's not like a
yeah,
sticker.
but the sticker is brutal.
Did y'all ever
Like,
see
'cause if you-
the video of the sticker on the car reminded me, and I'm trying to remember where this was. I don't know if it was somewhere in Europe where there these cars would drive down this road like all the time, but it wasn't a road. It was wide enough for cars, but it wasn't
it was a
intended.
sidewalk.
It wasn't intended for cars at all. So people started like standing there and blocking it. There would be like 10 people there, and a car would still come down, and they'd yell at the person. But they had these giant. There were like these like 5-foot diameter circular stickers that said like I'm an asshole or something like that, or
That's in Russia.
yeah, and they just
I
put them
saw
over.
that, yeah.
They would put them over the windshield of the person's car, just like this giant fucking sticker that they could apply in like a millisecond. They would just be like, "Boop, there it is," and then cover up the entire windshield. I remember one person got out and confronted them, and somebody ran around to the other side and put one on the back, and they wound up putting like 5 or 6 of them on this one dude's car because he drove down a fucking sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good.
That feels right.
It's just like
Not, especially if you don't know it's a sidewalk.
No,
No,
this
these
is
people-
clearly
No.
labeled.
Yeah, don't go to bat for these people.
I'm, not
I
gonna-
kinda-
I'm driving. I don't have enough time to stop and read a bunch of stupid signs.
I think these are people that like live there and do this often though. There are
Yeah.
definitely people around here that I get fucking frustrated with because they stop at an entrance ramp and there's not a yield sign. You have your own lane. You should not be stopping. There's traffic behind you going 40 or 50 or 70 miles an hour or something like that. You cannot come to a stop just because you feel like, I'm scared. I'm
And
gonna
you're
be
local, like you should know better.
exactly.
Some states say like if you're merging onto the highway, you have to wait for traffic to clear first. So it's like you.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking.
but
I'm talking
you're
about. I'm talking about you were
cars.
on the interstate and you are now exiting, and you're taking that right-hand turn, and you don't have a
And you
yield.
want to stop on the interstate?
You don't have a no. You're off the interstate. You don't have a yield sign. The road just gives you your own lane, and people stop at the top of the ramp, and it's like that is an accident waiting to fucking happen when somebody comes up that ramp, and you are stopped when you have
Maybe
your
you
own
don't drive
fucking
so fast on
lane.
the ramp.
No, get going. Get the fuck.
That's
Do
what
not-
like when you said maybe put your card up.
Do
Get
not.
your shit together.
Do not stop.
Yeah, put your
If,
card up.
if
Exactly.
there's not a place that says, "Hey, you should stop
It's the
here,"
exact same
then
thing.
don't stop.
There's a minimum speed on the highway. You must do that.
Yeah, we have a weird. I know the spot you're talking about too. We have a weird thing next to a roundabout that just, oh my god, it just screws
People,
everybody up.
you
They
just
get
had to
so
say
confused.
roundabout. Like that makes sense because people don't
Yeah.
know roundabouts.
Oh my
And
gosh,
then they
there's
add this other lane, and it just scrambles their minds. Like they
yeah,
don't get it at
there are
all.
also people I see it much more downtown because they're relatively new
Oh, yeah.
roundabouts. That people don't understand. They still treat it like a four-way stop. So somebody will get there and somebody will be like, I'll get to the roundabout. Nobody will be to my left, which means I have the right of way. And somebody will be to the right and they'll see me coming and be like, well, I got here first. And they'll just pull out in front of me. And it's like, you have a fucking yield sign. You yield to oncoming traffic. Or you get behind some idiot that treats it like a four-way stop and there's no oncoming traffic. And they stop and they
And
look. And it's like, there's nobody to your left. You should be fucking going right now. What are you doing? How do you not know? You yield. There's nothing to yield to, so you do not stop. Fucking go. Insane.
One time, a local, was it a city cop, I guess?
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so mad about
pulled him
this.
over
The
for
dude, I talked to him, and you were like, don't talk
he was
back
gonna
to the
get
cop.
arrested for like, whatever.
You were like, don't talk back to the cop. It was funny. His comment after that, like he knew he fucked up. He knew he was wrong, but he was trying to cover his ass. If you go ahead and tell it. Go ahead and tell it.
Well, no, I mean, you can tell. Basically, what I was gonna say was just that, we were going through these roundabouts he's talking about, and this guy pulled him over, and he was like, "You didn't do." I don't remember exactly what he said, but you didn't do something right. And Matthew was like,
That's not how I looked
"That's
at
not
it.
how roundabouts work." It starts like, and I was just like, "Oh my god, my husband's about to get arrested. Like, what is gonna happen?"
I looked at him and was like, that's not how a yield sign works. Yield signs work, officer.
It
You
was
don't
a
stop
lot.
at a yield. They don't stop at a yield.
Well, I was like, there's nobody to yield to. So I kept going. So this person who was to my right should have yielded to me, and he didn't. He pulled out in the lane. That's why I honked at him, because he was wrong.
He was basically just like,
And the dude, he immediately backed off because he realized he was wrong. But he was like, look, I'm not here to hold court. And I was like, I better not be taking this to fucking court. I don't have that kind of time to walk in and like say it was a yield sign.
You should have
Your
got out.
Honor.
You should have stanced up on him.
I was
Oh, God. He
upset,
would
but he
have.
didn't give me a ticket. But he was like, "Be careful," and I was like, "Fuck you, I'm right."
How do you
was
guys
a
feel
lot.
about rolling stops?
Depends on
You
the
guys
sign.
ever
Depends.
do
around it.
rolling stop?
yeah.
Depends on the
'Cause I-
sign.
I-
If it's a stop sign, then you have to stop. That's the law.
Oh, that's such a narc thing to say, dude. I roll stop
I've
everywhere.
gotten tickets for
Narc.
that. So I have gotten tickets for that
But-
though.
I got a ticket
I'd say
once
listen.
for rolling, not a rolling like. When you say rolling stop, do you mean the bump stop where you stop for a split second?
You blow through a stop sign. You don't
okay.
stop.
No, you should
No,
at
no,
least.
I don't mean like blow through, but like you slow down, look while you're still going, and then you go down.
So
you
I did
know?
a bump stop one time where
Slow down before you go down.
I slow down before you go down. I did a bump stop one time. That just made me so mad. It was like 2 a.m. I was on my way to Walmart to pick something up. And I was going through like a series of neighborhoods, kind of this back way to get there from an apartment that I lived at in college. It was pouring down rain. It was like 1 or 2 a.m. Like it was late. There's nobody else around like that I could have possibly bumped into. And I had a bump stop, and there was a cop hiding behind like a tree. Cop car came out,
Like a
gave me a
jerk.
ticket, and like I took my fucking time getting all of my license and registration out because it's just a fucking sheet of water coming down, and they have to stand at my window, and I'm like, oh, let me look for it, because it's like, fuck off. I'm not putting anybody in danger right now. There's nobody else out for miles. What are you doing?
So like
I was upset.
Well, go ahead. It's your turn.
No,
You
I
have
was
the
I was upset. The end.
So
I'll finish
I
all of
had,
my stories with the end.
with the end.
Yeah.
So I basically blew through a red light, and it was St.
Ooh.
Patrick's Day,
Criminal.
Oh, no.
and it was 12 o'clock, maybe it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and so I just
They were
blow
looking.
right through this thing,
Yep.
and
Like
cop
full
over.
speed.
oh yeah, I didn't even see the light,
Oh man.
and so he pulls me over. He's like, "Did you see the red light back there?" And I'm like, "You're shitting me!" And I look out the window. I actually said that to the cop. Like, you're shitting me, right?
Solid response.
And he's like, "Have you been drinking, sir?" And I'm like, "No, my girlfriend's at the bar. I'm just gonna go pick her up. Like, I'm just super tired. I
I
want to
have
go
a few
home."
at the bar, you know.
And so like he let me go with a warning, because it's like, well, we're giving all of our designated drivers a break. Just drive safely. And I'm like, it's 1 a.m. in a college town. everyone's at the bar or at home drinking. Like,
Right.
Or out on the road, merging the two activities
Yeah.
Exactly.
from
Right.
at the bar to
I definitely ran. Go ahead, you first.
No, I blitzed through like 4 stoplights one time, like in a row. And each one made my heart sink further into my chest because I was scared to death that they were gonna get my license plate or something. I drive like a really crappy old manual, and if I stop, if I stop, the transmission will start self-destructing.
Oh,
Is
I
it-
thought you
because
said I
there's way
drive
too
like
much-
a really crappy old man. I didn't hear the manual part. And I was like,
No,
wow,
I
that's hard.
drive a manual.
He eats like a crappy old man.
If I stop and throw it into first, while there's any form of momentum left in that drive shaft, the transmission's freaking out. And then if stopping in a manual is annoying and all that, so I was like, I can make it, and I couldn't make it 4 times in a row. And I was all stressed out because I had to go to the doctor. I was driving in like a city,
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you get it. That's why I was talking about rolling stops. Every stop is a rolling stop to me.
It has to be. It's a necessity.
'Cause I'm not stopping that car, dude. It's too much work. And my gas pedal has it like sticks to where I have to mash it to get it go down and then ease off.
You need to tell.
So I used to have this Corsica that would, if I try to put it in, or like if I stopped at a stoplight too long, the engine would stall out.
No.
So as I go up to an intersection, I'd have to throw it in neutral and rev the engine just so it wouldn't stall out.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's a few times where I threw it in gear and peeled out of an intersection, and I'm like, oh, whoops.
See?
There was a time, I guess it was a few months ago, Watts was in the car and it was another friend of ours. We were coming back from just like going out and like getting dessert or something like that. And I was coming through a neighborhood and finally got back to a main road. And so it stops, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign. And then I get to a stop light and I treated it like a stop sign. I stopped, I looked both ways and I just went. And both of y'all in the car were just like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, that was a red light. Oops.
I don't remember that.
Oh, well,
I believe you, but I
yeah.
don't remember it. I was gonna say, you should tell our friend's diarrhea story. That's my favorite cop story of all time.
Oh no, that was his dad.
Well, but it's a good story.
But he has another one that's similar that I think he probably got inspiration from that. So one of my friends,
Diarrhea Supreme over here has multiple stories.
Diarrhea Supreme. One of my friends, his dad one time was flooring it down the interstate or the highway or something like that, and lights in the rear view, and he's like, oh no, this isn't good. So then he was like, I got an idea. And he was like, this, I'll be able to do this once. And he just keeps going, and the cop's behind him, and the next like exit ramp, he takes it like full speed. Cop's still behind him, like freaking out. He drives up to a gas station, gets out of the car, and just starts waddling in. And the cop's like, sir, you got to get back here. It's like, he turns around and goes, officer, if you want to give me a ticket, that's fine, but I have to go now. I have diarrhea. And he's like, go on in, go. And he came back out afterwards. Is like, all right, I understand. There's an emergency. Don't let it happen again.
Don't let it happen again.
Then
Don't get diarrhea again.
Yeah, exactly. So then that same guy, he later had the brilliant idea to get out of a ticket. He was driving, and I'm trying to remember why he did, like, just saw like lights in the background or something like that. I'm trying to remember. I think he was like reaching for like his iPhone or something like that, or
His gun.
His gun, his iPad or something. He was adjusting stuff and wound up swerving a little bit, and the cop was like up and hit him when he knew why. So then he was like, oh, I know what to do. So instead he had like a Gatorade in his cup holder, and he just dumped it all over himself and swerved a little bit more. And Joe Mama and thanks, Mute. And then
You're welcome.
the cop pulled him over. It's like, I pulled you over because you were driving erratically, you were swerving. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, officer, I just spilled my Gatorade. And like he had dumped like a full Gatorade all over himself. And the cops were like, sorry, man. And it's like, okay, well, never mind. There's one of his friends in high school one time got, I want to say it was 3 speeding tickets in like 45 minutes.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
He
At that point, they just kill you.
yeah.
Like, they just start opening fire.
Yeah.
He yeah, oh my god, yeah, I know you're still working on the thing. I want to do geodes now. Can I do that? Oh,
No.
okay.
Not if
If
they're
you're giving
working
it to me,
on
I'll open
Yeah,
them.
he won't
Give it
let
to
you
me.
get up.
Okay. Where are you?
Give it to me. I'm right here. I'm right here. Give it to
Okay.
me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, dude. Give it to me. Did you like that urgency? Just
Wait.
drop them. I'm not taking these one at a time.
That's.
I'm trying to.
Just drop them.
I'm trying to. It won't let me.
Just try
It's because
harder.
they're in your hand.
Do
Take them out
better.
of your hand first.
Oh,
Now
what?
do it. Take them out of your hand.
Yeah.
And just drop
All
them
right,
on the
start
ground.
giving-
How do you
one at a
drop
time.
them? How do you
Just
drop them?
click on the
You drag
ground
them.
after you...
Like drag and drop.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You drag them out of your inventory and click. Right there. You picked them back up. You have to be on the move. You have to be on the move. Be on the move.
Back
Be
away
mobile.
from the geodes.
Okay. All right.
I
Is
don't
that all you
know.
had? 7 of them?
Anyway, he was going somewhere. He was going across a spillway, and cop got him at the beginning of the spillway, and it's where it speeds up. It goes from like 45 to 55, but he was like, nah, I'll go my speed. I'll go like 70. So cop got him at the beginning, and after giving him the ticket, he keeps going, and he's speeding across on the other side. There's a cop that gets him going the same speed, gives him a ticket. He gets to his friend's house, drops off whatever he needs to, and on the way back at the spillway, again, like getting onto the spillway going back, third cop gets him with a speeding ticket, and then he speeds across. What a fucking just Einstein 5-head dude this guy is. He gets back, and the same cop is waiting for him, like basically, or happens to be there at the very first cop. And he's like, oh my gosh, you never learn. I'm going to have to give you another ticket. And the guy turns around and holds up, it's almost like a handful of cards. And he goes, but officer, I already have 3 speeding tickets. As if to say, no, I've gotten my quota of speeding tickets. You can't give me any more. And the cop just dropped his jaw and was silent for a couple of seconds. He's like, go home. Definitely lost his license after that. But he got like 3 or 4 speeding tickets in an hour.
That's insane. What a dumb shit.
I know.
I don't know who this is. I'm just.
I don't remember.
I replaced that sword that you gave me, Mute, with the bone sword, and then I find another, like a Yeti tooth immediately after, so I get to trash that sword.
Oh,
Oh.
chewy.
You telling me that just makes me mad?
No, I gave you your sword back.
No, you didn't.
It did. It's in your chest.
I don't see a sword in my hand, dog.
It's in your
What's
chest.
that saying about 2 in,
No.
or 1 in the hand is worth 2 in the bush?
I made sure to put it back in your chest.
A sword in the hand is worth a sword in the bush.
That's how it
What
goes.
is that thing you need to crush? A muscle?
Here, let me see. What is the thing?
It is a muscle. I'll drop it off.
Yeah, that's the last one for the crab pot. Cool.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, it's for everybody. Oh, wait. When there's a bundle, do we all have to go and pick up our thing?
There's only 1 reward.
Okay, gotcha.
Chewy, why are you in my way? Why are you in my way?
You having a good play session over there right now?
Yeah, I mean, I can't get to anything.
Well, whose fault is that?
Chewy.
You should punch him.
No.
Fall off and punch him. Just do it.
Get him an electric fence.
Electric fence
won't be able
around
to
your
stop.
lap.
I love you. Mm-hmm. You're a good boy.
I love you too.
No, not you.
Oh.
I do love you. I'm not talking to you right now.
Died.
This is the beginning of the end of my marriage.
It always starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Chewy agrees. He's done with me not petting him actively.
I'm gonna put him up. I'm gonna put him up and just.
Chewy, come here, honey. Come here.
He was in your lap 20 seconds ago, and
know.
he actively jumped down and is now yelling at you.
I know.
What an asshole.
I know.
It's like, no, you weren't doing it right. You weren't giving me I demand full attention.
Mm-hmm.
So if I remember right, there's a fishing area on level 90, correct?
I want to say
the
it's
mines?
every 10 or 20 levels. Yeah, there's a fishing area.
So I don't remember if it's 90 or if it's 100.
I'm
Because I
sorry.
know 120 is the bottom.
You guys ever play Minesweeper?
Yep.
Long
Not
time
in a-
ago.
Not in a long time.
I actually played it on stream once.
I played on stream all the time.
Yeah, that's one of your point rewards is stop what I'm doing and do a
Yeah.
game of Minesweeper.
Well, I decided today I just wanted to just do that on my own.
Okay, that was. I
Yeah,
almost hit the wrong
Floral
button.
came in clutch. Now I legally have to. She redeemed. I'm doing pretty good. Just start screaming when it's late, because I'm not looking at the game at all.
You have like 12 hours.
Nothing in
Actually,
particular,
no, I
just
am.
like,
No, I'm not.
ow!
Just like that.
It could be either one of these.
When in doubt, just guess.
When in doubt, whip it out.
I'm a Minesweeper
Whoa.
Pro. Thank you, Floral. I'm a Minesweeper Pro. Okay,
Yeah. Doesn't mean
I
there's
have
not guessing
beaten
involved.
easy a few times.
How about expert?
What is your total winnings in Minesweeper competitive?
It is I have probably won. I want to say maybe 10 out of at least 70 games of playing Minesweeper on stream.
No, not how many times have you won? What are your winnings?
I don't know. I don't play competitively. Isn't that like a bounty out for a robot?
I'm sorry.
I don't
Probably
you know.
is.
What the fuck are you
I think they
talking-
want a robot that can do Minesweeper real good.
Sure.
The thing is with Minesweeper, the first one isn't placed until you finally you click something first.
Yeah, that's why the robot's so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You can't have it predetermined. You have to kind of figure it out on the fly. AI is difficult.
I'm good. I think this is.
We just hear like deafening explosion and then static.
Then
Yeah.
death.
Take
Wow,
that
I
as-
do not need that.
was
Unsubscribe from
definitely
that.
not-
One.
Unsubscribe.
That was your
Negative
winning
fun.
noise?
Yeah, that's my winning noise. I always sound like that when I win at Minesweeper.
Man, I can't.
That's awkward.
I don't want to hear you in bed.
Right?
Ooh.
You turn into the like just a goblin creature when you come.
That's
Did
what
we
you
still
said.
need to
Where you're
craft-
just like, oh baby, oh baby.
Do we still need a crab? I think I had a crab turned in.
I don't know.
I feel like we do still need a crab.
I don't know about this one. Stuff's getting weird.
Oh, I'm about to pass
Getting
out.
weird?
Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Go
It
on.
already done got weird.
Come
It didn't get weird hours ago.
on.
Yeah.
What?
All right, I just cleared level 90 of the mine.
Nice.
I don't know. It could be either one of these. Do you guys like me? Mute noise machine. That's what I just read in
Huge
my
noise
chat.
machine. Love it.
The oxymoron I find quite hilarious.
Don't
I
call
literally
moron,
don't know
That's
what
not
to
very
do.
nice.
I was gonna.
Well, which one do we do? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? It could be either one. I don't know. I'm freaking out.
Top.
Big decisions.
Top.
There's definitely some comments to be made there.
Yeah.
Gross.
Floral said bottom, but I had already went top. So you know.
Yeah, you dummy. Oh, what am I doing? Oops.
What are you doing?
What am
You guys
I
ever heard that song "Doing Your Mom"
doing your mom?
Fatty's-
Doing your
by
mom.
Fatty Spins? So oh my god,
By
it's
Ray
late.
William Johnson, right? Or is
Yeah, Fatty Spins.
What?
Okay.
That's his band. His
Oh.
band. He has a few bands. One of them is Fatty Spins.
Ah.
That they sung "Doing Your Mom."
I actually have a Ray William Johnson shirt over by me.
Do you like him?
I used to watch Equals 3 all the time.
I never watched
11:30.
it. I heard he was a dick.
There's a lot of dick jokes in his stuff, yeah.
Well, that's not what I meant.
Doing your
these
dick.
days he's
Doing
like-
doing your dick.
like if somebody like says something to him, he's like, "Well, I have a TV show and you don't."
Hey, it's
You know,
11:50.
I hear he's like that. I'm coming. I'm coming. I've never met the guy though. He was at my bar mitzvah though. So
What?
Mute confirmed Jewish. The lore deepens.
I swear.
I love saying that. I love saying people are at my bar mitzvah because people who know me are like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" All right, back to Minesweeper.
Back to the regularly scheduled Minesweeper.
So we are going for what 2 weeks? Oh, I got a level up.
Nice.
I don't know. I
do
have to
take
work tomorrow.
geologist or miner.
You do
I don't
you.
remember what the
I think I want to take.
perks are.
I think I want to take geologist. 1 second. I need to do some quick research.
Yeah, I don't remember what the perks are for one versus the other.
Mm-hmm.
Mining skill.
I'm sweating.
Aren't we all?
Okay, I'm taking geologist. Because I want gemologists later, which is going to be gems are worth more.
Gems are truly outrageous. It's a long pause.
I think he's playing Minesweeper.
Oh my god. Mute, please.
Mute.
Mute, please.
What? Yeah, I
Hit the
know.
button.
I was gonna see how long it would take you guys to say something.
About that long.
Yeah, it was funny.
Congratulations. About that long.
I thought it was worth. It was an experiment worth doing.
Did you win or lose?
Sure was.
I'm gonna come find you, throw magnets at you.
What?
Are they like the neodymium magnets?
Neo
Just separate them and throw them
doing
out
your
separately.
mom. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the third win in a row.
There's a crow on our shit. Get out of here, crow.
Wait,
You know what
there's
you
a
should
crow
do?
there?
Yeah.
Is there
There's
not a
crow
scarecrow?
at Joe
around?
Mama's house.
It was on the rice, not on the.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all me.
Okay. The third win in a row got cut short. They got
What?
Pac-Man on here. They got Pac-Man. I feel like people hate watching me on Twitch.
I couldn't begin to fathom why.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing the Google Pac-Man right now.
Sure.
That's fair.
Oh, get over here, ghost cuck.
I'm taking one of the.
You got some.
It sounds like
rice.
Mute is
Iron
really
bar.
contributing to our commune right now.
I can't hear you guys over Pac-Man. I'm not gonna be
That
mad.
sounds like a personal problem.
I can't
okay?
hear you over Pac-Man. What the
Can't
fuck
hear
are
you over the sound of
doing?
my winning.
Right.
Oh, get out of here, ghost.
Let's see.
I'm taking all this ore.
Okay, here we go.
Gross. I don't need to
Where
hear
did the
this.
ghost-
Community
I
center.
don't need. I need an adult.
When did the ghost start being
I am
faster
an
than
adult.
Pac-Man himself?
Excuse me?
When did the ghosts start being faster than Pac-Man?
From the very beginning of the game.
They're faster than him?
Yeah.
I thought they weren't faster.
No, they're
Click on the freaking mailbox. All right, what's up?
Who you talking? What is going? What has happened?
Unclear.
I don't understand what this stream is anymore.
You guys are the ones. You guys are the ones like half talking to me and then pulling out when I like pull in.
I don't pull out
Push
of
in, right?
conversations.
There you go.
Oh, I forgot to put a bunch of stuff. Man,
Hello,
why should I
chickens.
change the Why should I
Huey.
change the title? Give me a new title,
And
Flo,
Louis.
and I'll change it.
Huey and Louie. Good, nice.
Yeah. All right, bulletin board is open now.
Oh, nice.
Do we need
How do you
coral?
get the
Coral? I don't think so.
the mayonnaise
think we
machine
do.
thing? I think you just have to level up your farming, right?
I'm right here.
I can make a mayonnaise machine.
Oh, sweet.
I have the recipe for it. I need
What do
Change
you
it
need
to
now? Get
Pac-Man?
the stuff for it.
15 wood, 15 stone,
here, Crash,
earth
here,
crystal, and copper bar. I have copper bar.
Thanks.
I think I have the wood, stone, earth crystal. Let me look and see.
Okay.
I have an earth crystal.
15.
Can I be of service to you guys? I'm sorry that I was playing Pac-Man earlier.
Yes.
I'm over it.
15.
Here.
Play your pack.
I will
That
never
sounds good.
forgive you
Thanks.
for these atrocities.
All right, so I've got everything else then. The wood, the stone,
should we
and
pull
the
up
earth
the,
crystal. Thank you, mute.
accent test?
Say what now?
The accent test. Should we pull that up?
I'm gonna fail it.
You remember
Are we?
the one?
Okay, I'm
can we
gonna
make
put it
DFS
in
for it?
this. Oh, I guess I can just hand it to you, huh? Here. Yes.
You just traded me one piece of wood
Oh
there.
shit!
You may wanna just
Problem
drop it
from
on the ground.
before. Yeah. I'm gonna have the same problem he had, I bet you, because I haven't done
No,
this before either.
Just drop it on me. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, at some point DFS has to do the accent test so we can see how much of a Yankee he is.
Yeah, I
you
think
know.
that's fair.
I just opened up
I
the.
mean, I do have a Detroit accent, so
That
I
sucks.
just opened up the safe.
A Detroit accent.
yeah.
Is it still just doing one piece?
Yeah,
Oh, for
you
God's
have to
sake.
drop it
Okay,
on.
I'm
I used
just
to watch.
gonna.
I used to watch a TV show that took place in Detroit.
Here, I'm just putting it there.
It's
Grab it out of that.
it's
easier.
pronounced Detroit. Detroit.
I've heard it both ways.
Have you?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I would get violent if someone called it Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit. That's funny.
Oh, I need copper bar, which I have up here.
I didn't get that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it.
Pacman.live. I don't trust this website.
Oh,
Freepacman.org. I trust that.
I'm scared.
mean, it
So
has
I
free in the name.
harvested the rice and I put it in this brown chest. Just FYI, everybody.
Okay.
So it's right here. If you need it
Yeah,
or want it or whatever.
We need a mill to actually mill
Yeah.
it down to usable rice, but you can also just
I'm
get
an
seed
absolute
maker.
god on the sticks.
What?
He's good at
I
hand
don't ask
jobs.
questions anymore.
Yeah, I
Good
probably
at hand
shouldn't.
jobs. Is that what you said?
Absolute god on the sticks.
Fair
Sure.
enough. All right, I'm putting the mayonnaise machine in with the chickens.
Sweet. Thank you.
You want it outside or inside?
It doesn't matter either way. It's fine.
All right, I'll put it by the chicken
Jeez,
statue.
Perfect.
Playing
I'll go ahead and get
Pac-Man
the
is a
eggs. and put 'em in
capital
here.
offense? Why is playing Pac-Man a capital offense?
You will be executed immediately.
For playing the Pac-Man. How do you guys feel about
Playing the
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
I mean, it's.
Are you guys more
it's
of a
fine.
Miss Pac-Man kind of crowd?
I don't know that I really have a preference,
Yeah, I don't think I
to
do
be
either.
honest. They're kind of the same game.
They're not.
See, that's where.
See, I asked if you were
They
a Miss
kinda are.
Pac-Man crowd, not a wrong crowd. Oh, he's fast.
and that's when he
fast.
pushes his
He's fast,
glasses
I know.
up. He pushes his glasses up
Well,
on his face, and the
actually-
sheen blocks out his
Actually.
lenses, and he's like, "That
Yeah.
was your first mistake."
You underestimate my nerdiness.
I'm just putting everything I find in
Ooh,
those
Pac-Man.
communal areas. So if y'all want to sell stuff, go for it. I'm just
What else do I want to do in this game? I've been mining this entire time.
I'm going back to fishing.
We'll
I'm
make
mined
good
for a little bit.
progress.
I'm sorry. After this game, I promise I'm done, and I'll start fishing again.
That's what you said last year, and you never cleaned up.
Ooh, ooh.
Wait,
When
we're
you
in
get-
year 2 already?
When are you gonna stop playing Pac-Man and care about your family?
Ah. I don't know. Never.
Pac-Man is tearing this family apart.
What's another good arcade game? Can I start playing Dig Dug on Twitch?
What about
You can play
Galaga?
anything on Twitch.
Yeah.
So
But
if
on
you
the
have that
how,
much
how many
culture-
how many different games can I play on the Stardew Valley tag before people start getting pissed off?
I mean, as
I
long
get
as you have the
mad when
starting
I'm like-
music going.
I get mad whenever. Yeah, that's true. I get mad when I'm playing. I want to watch like Pikmin. I'm like, oh sweet, a Pikmin streamer, and they're playing like Call of Duty. They played Pikmin for 5 minutes,
I saw that before.
and then never
when
changed.
I was like, ooh, somebody's playing Secret of Mana. Let me check this out. And it's just a dude like live streaming himself like eating noodles. And it's like, what are you doing?
He's doing a
did a-
mukbang.
I did a brewing stream once. I was doing a brewing stream, and I was like, I got bored, so I pulled up Plants vs Zombies, and I'm like, well, this is kind
Ah.
of brewing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. We're fighting.
Thematic.
Yeah. And then somebody came in and was like, oh, you know, really interested in the Plants vs Zombies, and they kept coming back like, hey, when are you gonna be playing that game? I'm like, probably never. I was bored.
Crash, can
filler,
you tell him about your Crunker days when
Oh,
children
God.
were coming up to all of us demanding that we all play Crunker because you did.
Dude, that's
It was
why
a dark time.
that's why I was able to make affiliate.
Oh yeah.
It was thanks to Crunker.
Crunker is like Roblox, where it's just a free game that kids play, and
but you
I
can
am
spend a
gonna
lot
die.
of money in it. So it is a free to play first person shooter with like that kind of blocky sort of aesthetic to it.
Was this the one that you were? I saw you streaming something, and some kid came in trying to do some tricks.
Yeah, he was like, we're gonna
trying
do
to jump off a block and do a 360 no scope.
we're gonna do trick shots or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
it was one of those things. It was a while back, for family game night. You know, every so often we'll go, hey, let's find a new game, and we were looking up. I think at the time my younger brother just didn't have like a very good computer, and we were just kind of bored playing the same stuff over and over again. So it was like, well, let's see what like browser games we can play or something like that. And we found just some free games you can play in browser. And one of them that we found was Crunker.io that was a first person shooter game. You could play it from your browser. It was free. And so we played it, and I logged in, and we were playing that game for like 5 minutes. And all of a sudden I had, like, at the time I usually wouldn't stream I would stream with like 0 people watching me, and all of a sudden I had.
You're doing like links to past stuff as well.
Oh, I'm trying to remember when. I
Yeah,
mean,
probably.
it was a while back.
That was a while ago. Yeah, I remember that.
But I would usually have like 0 people watching me, and all of a sudden I had like 12 or 15, and I felt like a fucking celebrity. I was like, what in the world is going on? And everybody's like, ooh, can I join your game? Ooh, can I do this? Ooh, you need to set your sights like this. You need to set your field of view so it's 280 degrees.
And the
like,
thing is, you pandered to them. Like you.
I was like,
I
okay.
remember those
I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Like, it's getting
But
views.
they were ravenous. They joined our Discord. They would ask us about
And
Crunker.
they're like, when are you going to play
Doral
Crunker again?
would be woken. Doral's never played a video game before, and now he has to talk about Crunker. I remember back then when I was affiliate and you weren't, and I was like, well, when is it? Let's keep this hype train rolling. And then I stopped streaming for 6 months.
Yeah, because you got it. I'm trying to remember. It was.
I got it way early.
I don't remember if it was Pikmin or if it was one of the.
It was Harvest Moon into Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah,
is when I got affiliate. And I was Mr. Number One.
You were smug.
It was a lot of fun. Playing Harvest Moon was a lot of fun because a lot of people would show up. Like and it's there's a difference between like 14 people watching and like one of them's chatting. I would have like 8 people watching and all 8 people are flooding the chat. And it was nice. And then as soon as I stopped playing that, they all dropped.
Was it
the only people who...
Harvest Moon or?
Yes, specifically Harvest Moon.
Oh,
the
yeah.
people that wanted.
I had streams like that when I used to play Diablo 2 on stream. I had so many people in chat, and then so many people joined the Discord and stuff. And then after I stopped playing it, Discord just dropped, and like there's just so many people who were just like, I'm done.
Yeah. Though you get some decent views now. I don't know if it's all people from that like gamer group Discord, because everybody in that group, it seems like, is playing Star Tropics. But when you play Star Tropics, you usually have like 7, 8, 10 people or something like that watching.
Yeah. So I found a community that was doing the Super Mario 35. And since that shut down, they were trying to find other games to play together. And so like they're just a tighter knit community. So I kind of found my way into that with Star Tropics. So I just finished Star Tropics actually.
I used to not play anything unless chat was going to be super bumping. Now I have my own personal fan club in Floral, so I can play whatever I want. Floral will always watch and comment.
Ooh, it's about that time. You start heading back.
It's good to have a built-in fan club, right?
Yeah. So I can play whatever I want now, but I want to play something again where chat will just be popping off, because it's been a long time since that's happened.
So I guess you're
losing
gonna
my
have
edge.
to ride with like whatever the trend is, right? Like whatever's
Well,
new
you know,
or
I could play
exciting
Diablo
for
2
people.
and still DFS's thunder.
Well, so it's really hard for variety streamers to get traction because what happens is somebody is, usually you troll around looking for somebody playing a game that you enjoy and you're like, ooh, this person's playing this game. And then they play that game and they finish it, or they play that game for a little bit and then move on to something else. And you're like, well, I don't want to watch anything else. So
Yeah.
if you are a streamer that streams one thing and one thing only, you definitely build a community. But like, I don't personally want to do that and play this like the same game day in, day out, like every.
I did that for a couple of years. Like I did.
That seems
Link to the Past.
hellacious.
Yeah, I did
to
that
me
for Link to
personally.
the Past randomizer. Like that was my main game for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can't believe it.
Harvest Moon was really popular because Harvest Moon Back to Nature is really similar to Harvest Moon 64, and the people who like Harvest Moon 64 would literally murder somebody to watch it live. They are ravenous.
Really?
So they were flooding in to watch a game that was mildly similar to Harvest Moon 64. So I'm thinking I might play Harvest Moon 64 sometime.
Ooh, well, there you go.
Get some free views. I don't know, because the
Yeah,
problem
get
with
those
playing
subs
like
and then change it up on them. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, pull the rug right out from underneath of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
like right now I'm playing Rune Factory, and that's fine. It's a slow game though. It is super slow.
What about Project Zomboid or whatever it was called?
I could play that. That was a lot of fun, but my character died. I was having an absolute. That was probably the most fun I've had on stream. Like consistently, like playing that game. We were doing all kinds of stuff. We were taking risks. And one time, within the first like 10 minutes of my stream, when nobody was on, I just died, and I was pissed. And I couldn't.
It's a
that's why I
permadeath
stopped
game.
streaming for a while. Yeah, it's a permadeath game. So that's why I stopped streaming for a while. Is because I legit couldn't find anything else to play that was fun.
Yeah. And I guess you spend that much time. The answer is, oh well, why don't you just start another character? But it's like I guess you spend that much time with that character that you're just like, oh, I got to start over.
Yeah, that's the way I play
Right.
Diablo 2 these days. Is super hardcore. So like just everything's hardcore. You can't talk to anyone to heal. Like it's the rules are intense what we play now, but I love hardcore characters. I love that like imminent death, the feeling of once you die, it's all over.
I bought Diablo 2 remake, and I played it for 10 minutes. I was like, this game blows, and then I think I uninstalled it.
Oh, yeah.
I did
haven't
not
tried
know
the
anything about it
remasters.
though. As far as I
Did you
know, it's
already
just the
water
exact
these?
same.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I watered them.
Eh.
Like they're right outside
Yes.
my house, so I just take care of them.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's the exact same for like the normal, So I don't know. Maybe I'll play it one day if it looks fun. I like Diablo. I'm thinking about playing Champions of Norath
Oh hell
Champions is
yeah.
fun.
on stream. Game is fun. I told Crash I wanted to do Champions 1 and then Return to Arms and carry over my character.
Nice. Yeah, I've never played
play
the
on, like,
original.
extra hard.
I've only played Return to Arms.
We only played, that's the one we played, right?
Yeah. God, that game is so fucking good.
Enigma in my
Game
chat was
slaps.
saying that they haven't played World Ends with You in like 15 years. But if you were to play it on stream, you'd probably get DMCA to come to his house and shoot him on site. That's a direct quote.
I played Dream Drop Distance. That had World Ends with You characters in it. That's as far as I've gotten into it.
Yeah, there's a spice.
Isn't that just get a
variant in the game.
remaster?
I have no
I
clue.
don't know.
Mm.
I'm trying to think about other games I've wanted to play. We had fun playing Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, that was fun.
We had a lot of fun playing A Way Out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, those are both a lot of fun.
That was a good game.
Is that like an escape room game?
No,
A Way Out's
that's We Were Here.
two-person. Yeah, that's We Were Here. Yeah, A Way Out's a two-person co-op game where it's co-op all the time. It is the co-op game.
Okay.
And Resident Evil 5 was the same way too.
I'm about to process 30 geodes, so just letting y'all know.
Okay. Could
May
have
I
given you
please
some-
use bug meat for bait?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was banned from doing that earlier.
Oh,
What?
I was saying that we needed it for some ingredient, like some things like the bait, and I never actually finished that thought. Sorry.
So
I
I've
thought
been
you
rocking
were
with
just gonna
no bait
trash
for
it.
a long time.
Oh, you can just
Oh,
go.
no,
You
I'm
can
gonna
go.
take it and trash it.
You can just go buy.
I didn't want to
bait.
buy any.
Let's
I didn't,
go
I didn't
buy
think it was
bait.
gonna be big
It's
enough to be able to buy it. No.
It's 5 gold each. You sell
It's
one fit.
15 gold for one.
No, it's 5 gold for one.
It's 5 gold for one.
You sell
I know.
you sell a fish, and then you can buy like 100 of them.
Yeah, where's this MF and bug meat at?
I don't have any. It's nothing to do with me.
Somebody's holding out. Oh my god, where is that? I feel like I just saw it. Whose fishing pole is this?
Oh, that's
Uh,
mine.
Who's you ditched it? You done with the fishing life?
Well, I bought an iridium one, so I don't need that one anymore.
You
Hot
bought an
stuff.
iridium one without telling me?
Yeah,
I didn't.
I
Even
wanted
I
an
don't need
iridium
your
one.
fucking permission,
I was-
Dad.
I was holding out. I was holding out because I didn't want to soak up all the money. I'm gonna go buy a iridium one right now.
Fair enough.
Grief.
Captain Dicklord over here.
Lord of the Dick Lords. I'm the
Somebody better friend Hobo Johnson so we can get his superior bug meat
Hobo
thing.
Johnson.
What?
Oh, Johns.
Also, how long are we going for? I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired.
Well, I thought we were gonna
tomorrow
do
would
2.
be day 28.
Yeah, I thought we were
so
gonna
that'd
do
be
2
2
weeks.
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
that.
28? Okay, it's fine.
I'm
Well,
cool.
that Pac-Man really wore me out, guys. That Pac-Man you guys made me play.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Well, thinking about fun. Oh, Flo says she loves Linus. Linus is a cuck.
Who's
Linus
Linus?
is
I don't
cool.
have
He's
that's-
the
that's
he's the
the,
hobo guy.
Oh, we're in this game.
Hobo
I
Johnson.
thought we were back to
How much is
Pac-Man.
this pole? Where's Willie at?
It's Saturday.
Oh,
Should be
so?
in a shop.
He's
He's
not.
out fishing.
I mean, it's still noon. Like he should be right around there.
Any of y'all, we haven't gotten far enough for anybody to have the artisan seller like thing, right?
Hold on,
Proficiency.
No,
Fighting some enemies.
I
Let me
have-
double check my skills.
I have the artisan. I have like the fish, whatever it's called.
yeah, I don't.
I sell fish for extra money.
The
I
artisan
have
guide
farming.
thing.
I have farming 4,
No, I
so
don't
that's
have
next
that.
level that I can get artisan.
Okay.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
artisan's at 10. Sorry.
Never mind.
The one that's the
please.
crop seller is cheaper.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's called though.
I didn't know if
Apparently,
I should.
Linus is a great dude. That's the first time hearing about it.
Yeah, he's an alright dude.
He's solid.
Yeah, I got nothing wrong with him.
He eats trash.
No, he
Means.
gets
So do you.
he gets food out of the trash that is no longer desired, and it's still edible.
Just like
he,
we
he
all
gets,
do.
He gets trash out of the trash and eats it.
Yeah.
I
What's wrong
love
with
getting
that?
trash out of the trash.
And eating
Where
it.
is frickin' Willie at? Pac-Man it is.
I need food.
I need to update stuff on my stream. I need to. What was I
You
about to
just
say
switching
about a
back to
good?
Pac-Man now?
No, I might get back to the house and play another game of Pac-Man.
Pac-Man only channel.
The one of the most fun streams I had, like short term, was I got on. My parents were gone. Hey Willie, my parents were gone for something. I can't remember. They were gone for like the weekend, So I had like one solid day where nobody was home. So I streamed all day, and I played. Apparently, I don't like anybody, and that's a me problem. That's what Floral just said. What am I trying to say?
Checks out.
I started with Super Mario on the Wii. I played that for like 30 minutes, and then I played like Mario Kart, and then I played like Professor Layton on the Switch, and then I played Jackbox, and then I played something else, and it was just me playing a bunch of games. And then I think it ended with Jackbox, and there was like a full Jackbox party here.
Nice.
It's fun.
It was a lot. It was a lot of fun. There were some sketchy people.
Were they as
That was
sketchy as the
fun.
people that I had for my anniversary stream?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
jeez.
They're like, "Hey, can you please turn off the Twitch requirement?" And I'm like, "No."
No.
Absolutely not.
People will
I mean,
say some sketchy shit.
Yeah.
I want to play Jackbox again, either on stream or off, because I haven't played
Yeah,
it
I like
in a long
Jackbox.
time.
It's fun.
Do you have the new one, Crash?
I don't think
Maybe we played it, but I don't.
think I do.
Your uncle may have been the one that had it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, his cool uncle has it.
Yeah.
Jackbox 8, Job, Drawful, Animate, The Wheel of Enormous Proportions,
Yeah.
Weapons Drawn, and Pull Mine.
Yeah, I
Is it
played that.
good?
I played it. Yeah, the games that I played have been really fun. Yeah. Job
Is there any
is
bad?
Job is
Job's good.
fan fucking tastic.
I
It's
liked that one.
It's definitely the
There's
one
no
that
like stinker games.
shines in that game. But oh, Willie's out here fishing, by the way. I'm looking at him right now. I'm sniffing him.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's no like
Sniffing
stinker
Willy?
games. Usually,
Sniffing
a pack will
Willy,
have, like,
you
2
know
or
me.
3 bad games. You know.
Wheel of Enormous Proportions, I played once. I was playing with my family, and I was just kicking butt in that game. And we got to the point where it's time to spin, and I had like 14 spins on the first round or whatever like that. And then the game desynced, and I was like, man, a trivia game where I was finally kicking ass, and the game just quit. Because
You're doing way too good. We need to like limit you down.
Exactly.
Let me.
Put you back in your place.
Job was the one that we
Jackbox.
played with my uncles and their friends that came over on New Year's Eve, and we were just crying. We were cracking up in the living room.
That was fun.
I think Jackbox 7 and 6 aren't very good. They got some bad games.
I don't remember specifically which ones are in those.
6 has Dictionarium.
Oh, I love that
one.
one.
I like
love
Dictionarium.
Dictionarium.
I'm not a big dictionary. It has role models, which I don't really like.
That one's okay. You have to have the right crowd
Push the
for it.
button, which I don't like.
Yeah, same thing with that.
Push the button's confusing. Joke Boat is funny. If people
Joke
are
Boat's
into it.
hilarious because it's so bad.
It's really bad. I don't open with Joke Boat though. That's an end of the night.
Joke Boat is you have to have the right sense of humor for it to be funny.
Yeah, there are games that you open with and the games that you close with. Like you can open with
Like
Fibbage or
Drawful or
Quiplash.
Fibbage.
Yeah.
Survive the Internet, Quiplash,
Yeah.
junk like that. But you're not going to open with like TKO
No.
and
No.
Joke Boat.
TKO has a
Or
lot of moving
Split the
parts.
Room.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, TKO is not going to be fun until the T-shirts show up, and then it's going to be the most fun you've ever had.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The first
Like,
time
it
we
is
played that
the
game
biggest.
the first time we played that game with some friends, we were all crying, laughing, and then one person found out that you could buy the shirts afterwards, and he bought one. He was like, "I'm buying this right now."
Actually, I have a couple of shirts that I got from there.
Nice.
I
bet.
still have 2 from when we recorded it for YouTube, Crash.
Oh my gosh.
I have 2 of those shirts.
Which ones?
One of them,
If you can
I had
repeat them,
the
we had some
one-
pretty spicy jokes. That's the
It
difference between
was,
recording for
I
YouTube and
didn't-
filming on Twitch. Is I can blur stuff. I can edit it before I release it to the general populace. Like I've had that before, where it's like, you know, streaming on Twitch, you gotta kind of watch it a little bit, but when it's for YouTube, I can beep stuff out or censor stuff, and like we can say whatever we want and be, like I said, be spicy, and I can always edit it later. But the reactions, just like something ridiculous that somebody said.
I
always be
have a
funny.
very simple sense of humor. I think somebody saying something that's blurred out and then people are yelling "whoa" and laughing. It's hilarious.
What about Smegma
Um,
the Clown?
Oh,
That was funny.
God.
Let me think about what I have. It has a dinosaur head on it and it says "Where are we?" I wear that one all the time. But it's the thing about those shirts is they're really delicate. They will disintegrate, like the art on it. So that's now just a green penis looking object with no text.
Where are we?
Sure.
And then I have one that is like a bunch of capital A's and then every color swirled. I have that one.
Oh yeah, I think
That's a
I
good
remember that one.
t-shirt.
I remember that one. Where it's just like, ah.
I'm trying to think about games I like that nobody wants to play. Nobody wants to play that one where you draw patents and solutions to problems. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
patently stupid.
Yeah.
Once again, it's
I
one of
like
those
that
that
one.
has multiple stages, multiple moving parts, and that as an audience member, you can't just sit there passively and like watch. You participate as well when it's not your turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game that
think-
requires a lot of coordination.
I think really
Monster
any of those
Seeking
games.
Monster was okay.
I think
Yeah.
any of those games
I'm
are
sorry.
fun if you have the right people to play with.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
My family, well, not my family, but like my extended family, they are the worst I have ever seen at Jackbox. No creativity. they don't understand the rules at all. I'll be like, "Oh, surviving the internet. You just want to twist our words," but they're like, "How? I don't know what to say." And I'm like, "Well, just think of something."
Yeah.
Use
You're
your
an
brainy
adult.
parts.
Clever. That's
Yeah.
all you need is just be
Yeah.
clever.
I think Quiplash is a
I-
great introductory one.
Yeah, definitely.
Quiplash is good. I always like opening up with Trivia Murder Party.
Mhm.
That's a good
It's a
one
good
too.
one.
What was the one that we played where
Uh,
it was like oh my gosh, my brain just died. It was the one where you have to split the room. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
There we go.
split
It's a game where you have to split the room. You have to come
Can't
up with some.
remember the name.
I like Split the Room. I think it's good.
Split the Room is fantastic.
So you were talking about push a button earlier. Is that the one where you're an alien?
It's
You have
like
to
the
find
fake
the
Among
aliens?
Us.
Yeah. Actually, I really like that one
Among Us.
because the one time I played it, like nobody knew that I was one of the aliens. Like we played it out perfectly, and like they just had no idea. And I'm just like, I feel so good at this game, so I love it.
Yeah, it's fun
I-
again with the right group of people.
I think like the mini games for detection are too confusing. But I don't really remember them that well. I just remember not getting it and being like, "Wow, this kind of sucks." I've never played Civic Doodle. Nobody ever wants to play that.
We played it a couple times. It's
I
pretty
played-
fun.
I played Faking It once. It was not fun.
I am not a good liar, so things like faking it and push the button, I'm just not. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't hold
I-
my shit together under pressure.
I also just love to play like Among Us in general. Like I've played it a couple of times where, you get caught in the middle of an act and you're just like, I wasn't me. I don't know what I'm thinking
Mhm.
about. And like you're talking your way out of these situations, and I think that's super fun because you can just read. You can read people and be like, no, you're absolutely talking out of your ass. Like you're absolutely the killer here.
Yeah.
You know, I said Seven's not any good, but I take that back. That's the one that comes with Quiplash 3.
who are we
Blather
waiting on,
Round,
Brighton?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Talking Points, Champed Up, and Devil in the Details. Champed Up
Champed
is
Up
good.
is good.
That's, Blather Round is really good.
Blather
I like
Round
that
is
one.
awesome.
Quiplash 3 is Quiplash. I'm not a big Quiplash guy.
I didn't like Quiplash 3 compared to the other ones.
I think that's fair. Devil in the Details is only. I think you should only play that in person, because it's a lot easier to scream over somebody when you're not doing it digitally.
That's
Because
the
you're supposed to
one.
be yelling over each other. you know?
Right.
That's the one where you're all like a devil family, and
Yeah.
you're.
Yeah.
You're just fussing at each other trying to get stuff done. Talking Points is not good at all. That's a really bad game. That's the one where you have to do speeches.
Oh yeah, that's a tough one.
Oh, that was the one I was thinking of. Instead of Patently Stupid. My bad.
Oh, patently stupid is like you have to come up with an idea. You have
Yeah.
to market it and stuff like that.
It's
Yeah.
really fun. I really like it. Zeeble Dome, I hear that's not any good. That's in 5.
I don't think we played that one.
In 5, do you guys like playing You Don't Know Jack? Because I don't.
So you don't know
So-
Jack. So Jackbox games actually came from the people who made You Don't Know Jack.
I know that.
Okay.
I know that.
Some people don't. That's why.
I still think it's not fun.
That's fine.
The problem with You Don't Know Jack, I think, is it's just so loud, and I know that's the point. I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating to listen to,
Hmm.
and not in the sense like, oh, I don't know what to think right now because I have to process this in my head. No, it's just this
Annoying.
jerk won't shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying,
Yeah.
and he's like being a jerk, you know.
Hmm.
Wait, that was the game that we played with my dad.
I was
We
just about to
literally
tell that
slept through
story.
The whole thing.
Your
Go ahead
dad,
and tell
fellas, your dad. So we started playing, and I think your dad stayed awake for the first 2 questions, and then we started pestering him to wake up, and he would wake up, look at it, glance at his phone, and pick an answer, and he slept through. Like I said, 75% of the game, and wound up winning handily.
It was bullshit. It was not okay.
Yeah.
We were so mad
It's
because we were all
whatever.
trying, and we were like, "How dare you!" It was funny
And
though.
I think You Don't Know Jack leans a little bit too hard into celebrity trivia.
Oh wait, where do
We're
we keep our furnaces?
Oh, in
Oh,
DFS's
in my
house.
room. In my,
Oh, they're
my
in your
house.
house. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I can't stand.
Never mind.
So when you go to play trivia in real life, at a bar or something,
Your caffeine.
you know every question is going to be celebrity, movie, or music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or sports. It's gonna be like sports trivia. I can't stand that. It's really annoying, and that's why I like playing like Trivia Murder Party, because it'll ask you about fruit, Godzilla.
Weird, yeah.
It'll ask you about what year was the first brick made. Stupid stuff, and it's fun.
Well, it gives you a chance of
learned how
anybody.
to
Yeah, I
cook
always
now.
tell people, I'm like, you're not good at trivia, but you've been on this earth for like 43 years. You'll understand something. You'll get some questions right. And at max for a normal game, you're going to be asked like 10 questions before everybody's dead, and then you're pushed into the end.
Mm-hmm.
So Crash, what did you need smelted?
No, I was just wondering if we had any, but then I was like,
yeah.
well, we got all these bars, so never mind.
Yeah, okay.
Have you guys played Mad vs. City?
No.
The robot rapping one on
Yeah,
Jackbox?
I don't like. Well, I have played it. I don't necessarily like it though.
I haven't played it.
I hear-
I've never watched it played.
I've watched it played and it's funny, but I mean, I think that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, it's just coming up with things that rhyme that are kind of hurtful. Like it's kind of funny, can be funny.
You're just dissing each other.
Yeah.
Let me look at Party Pack 4. Party Pack 4, I thought I was gonna hate Monster Dating, and I think I would have hated it if I didn't win when we played it on your what was it? Was it anniversary or your? What was
Sounds
it? Was
probably,
it you getting?
yeah.
It was you getting affiliate or something when you played Jackbox all day.
Probably, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I know my anniversary stream is when I played Jackbox a bunch, and then I also did the finally got the Super Mario World randomizer crowd control working. That was a struggle and a half to get that working, and I did that, but that was when I played for like 13 hours or something.
Yeah, so we played Monster Seeking Monster. I think it was me, Floral, and it was some other. It was Floral said it was anniversary stream.
Yeah.
I won, and so I liked it. I think I wouldn't have liked it if I didn't win because it was kind of iffy all the way through. And then I won, and I was like, man, this game's sweet.
It's a cool
Fibbage
idea.
3, yeah. Fibbage 3 is okay. It's Fibbage.
I don't like where it's all like the user generated questions, because none of them are good.
Yeah.
Not from like people when it's like this was submitted by some loser that you don't know, and so like they probably have either like a misspelled question or some sort of inside joke that you're not getting because you're not that person. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Just give me the curated good shit that you put out the first two games.
Can we talk about how much I don't like inside jokes to a degree?
Okay.
Like I think inside jokes are fine. Some of my friends, we were talking today, and we were talking about moon pies. Okay, the
Bubble like
dessert.
moon pie. Sorry, that's an inside joke right there.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'm not gonna ask you, and I'm sure if I asked you about it, you would tell me.
Mm-hmm. It's not much of a joke
I was
either. It's
talking
more
to
of
them.
just a reference.
Yeah, and so we were talking about moon pies, and they're like, "Oh, Sean and Peter don't like moon pies." And I was like, "Oh, why?" And then they just kept laughing and saying, "Sean and Peter don't like moon pies. Sean and Peter don't like moon pies."
Oh, it was like some
and I asked
sort
them
of
like
reference?
3 times, and then no, it wasn't a reference. They just were being dicks and wouldn't tell me. And then afterwards, I was like, "All right, I don't care anymore." And they're like, "Why?" I'm like, I just asked 3 times, and you still didn't tell me.
Yeah.
So I stopped caring.
Like, at that point, you're just being a dick. You won't tell me what the joke is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
All right,
I'm not gonna be
I
like one of those people who are like,
I said I think I have smelted everything that is there to be smelted.
He has
Can we
smelted
talk about
and
how
delted.
You guys made me watch as you dumped out our bank accounts into strawberries and then planted none of them.
Oh, we planted it. Oh, they're all right there. Yeah. So there's a reason for that.
No, there's not. You can absolutely turn a massive profit on strawberries halfway through spring. People do it all the time. You guys were supposed to plant them and then just didn't.
I'm aware of this. I'm aware of this.
But they'll be good for next year when we play. When we finally
the greenhouse or whatever.
So we can double our profits that way. Yeah.
Man, you guys made me watch in horror as the bank account was drained, and I just checked, and all the seeds are right there.
Hey, Mute, where are you
wondering
right?
where they
Mute,
went to.
where are you right now?
I'm at the house. Why?
Man, you need to run and go talk to Willie and get your fiberglass
Just find a
rod or
pole for
whatever.
me.
What?
Are you at the ocean?
No, I'm in the caves.
Well, just go to the ocean real fast.
Nah.
You needed it.
This sounds like a
Don't
you
do it like
project.
I forgot all about it.
Understandable. You were playing Minesweeper or whatever.
No, I was talking to you guys. I was looking at the Jackbox Party Pack website.
You were entertaining children with Crunker.
Oh, I'm probably not gonna have time to show you guys that game. I was gonna show it to you. It's a horror spot the difference game.
Oh nope, not about it.
Cool.
It's
Is
not
it-
that scary.
Is it full of jump scares?
No, there's a few, but it's not.
Not about it.
Oh, so have you seen the clip of me doing Subnautica?
No.
And I'm like, there's no jump scares in Subnautica.
Oh yeah, and as you said, I think I may have clipped that.
No.
Yeah, it was hilarious. 'Cause
As
it's
you
like,
clip
there's no
that-
jump scares in Subnautica, and as I said, like I didn't even finish the sentence. And
That's great.
there's a big reaper that comes up and around me, and I had just enough time to react to jump backwards and start laughing.
That's great.
But that game, imagine like, you look through cameras on like Five Nights at Freddy's,
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, but you have to play Where's Waldo in each camera thing, and if you let too many differences pile up, you die.
That's
So, like,
interesting.
The single wine bottle in the background, there might be two wine bottles. Or
Mhm.
the cup that's on the nightstand might be moved to the other side of the nightstand, and you have to call that out.
That's
And
rough.
yeah, and some of them are wide out in the open, like some are like intruders. There's just people standing in the cameras. Some of them are the camera is kind of like waving, like there's distortion. Let me think. There's ones where like there's a ghost in the back, you can barely see it, or one I like
Get to
is
the menu.
one I like is a room will stop showing up on the cameras.
Mm.
Oh, that's kind of. I like that. That's cool.
So you'll blitz like if it goes sauna bedroom living room, it'll just go sauna living room. So if you're in a panic and just like quickly fanning through rooms trying to find something, you're not going to notice that a whole room is missing.
Mhm.
Right.
Crash just defeated a grub.
What does that
Marlon
mean?
is happy.
Who's Marlon?
He's the adventurer
Adventure guild
dude.
guy.
Oh,
I think I've
okay.
just defeated a lot of bugs, and
Yeah,
he's
you
like,
did. And you basically go there and you can get a special weapon.
cool.
You're the bug man, Matthew.
I am.
Yeah,
You're the
and
hot
if you
fudge
go-
lady.
It's actually
Yeah,
a
Matthew.
bug. It's actually a bug head weapon.
Oh, that's cool.
It's absolute shit, but it's cool.
Some cool shit.
Mm,
Yep.
cool shit.
I say that about myself a lot. I'm absolute shit, but I'm cool.
Big
Big,
this cat on my bed.
big silence there just to prove my point.
I was thinking about a funny joke me and my friends keep
I was
doing
thinking
with
about something funnier than you, Crash.
Yeah. Me and my friends, anytime we're like talking, like like when I was saying, you will eat the bugs, you will sleep in the pod and all that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like you will eat bugs, you will go into the happy pod, you will be happy. Sometimes when me and my friends do that, well, yeah, if we're talking in that voice, all of a sudden we're like, you will eat the bugs, you will be in the kill your parents, you will sleep in the pod.
Bop it.
Don't. Please don't. Bop it.
It's
I
just-
actually have a
it's
bop
weird.
it next to me. I could actually just pull that out right now.
Bop it stream when?
Yeah, do it,
Thought
dude.
about it,
Stream,
honestly.
yes.
But we'll throw on like our overseer big brother voice and then just start saying, kill your parents, kill your parents. It's pretty funny.
So I was going to turn it into a channel reward point redemption for Bop It.
For Bop
time.
It?
Much
Yeah.
like you have for
That'd be great.
Minesweeper.
Yeah, so I was thinking about doing that. I'm just like, I don't know. It's
What he has for
the-
Minesweeper?
But you have for Minesweeper, you dip.
Oh, well, he was talking and you motioned to me with you.
I didn't
Well, he was
motion
talking.
anything.
How did you
I-
motion?
I saw the motion and I saw everything correct.
He
like,
was talking. He's
I
like,
understood
so
what
I
he
was thinking
was
about
talking
making
about.
Bop It, and you're like,
Oh
you
my God.
have for thing.
I'm
Like,
so
well,
sorry.
He's currently the you.
I'm so
I'm
sorry
not the
that
you. He is.
your skull is so thick.
He's at the
Ooh.
forefront of the conversation, not me. I'm a background character.
You're the person who we already referenced. You played a game
yeah,
earlier
but you had a
tonight.
dangling participle there.
I'll dangle my participle in your mouth.
You. Mm.
Anyways,
Anyway,
So yeah.
but
So
the problem
Minesweeper.
with that is if you play Bop it more and more, you get better at it, and then it takes longer to have the redemption done.
And it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the
So-
thing with me playing Minesweeper. I'm never gonna be so good that it stops being
Well,
funny.
If you finish it, like if you get good at Minesweeper, you just finish it faster, right?
Right.
I do so much stupid stuff where like I'll start on easy and then just start clicking randomly to start clearing the board as fast as I can, and I go through about 20 lives doing that. Pretty nice. It's pretty epic.
Man, we are starting and ending the stream with Bepic. Just
I'm
like our
sorry.
ancestors wanted. All right, that was
As
hey,
was their
that
want.
was another 2 weeks, guys. We did it.
Yay.
Yay.
that
And it's
was fun. I'm really tired though.
and it's 1:40 in the morning for me, and I'm like,
yeah.
I did say
Yeah,
that I was going
me
to do some
too.
more
Hey,
after this.
You got
so-
that President's Day though, right?
Oh yeah, I definitely have
And
that
I-
off. And it's going to be an all-day stream of Pokemon.
Level 3 mining, I can make a miner's treat. Oh boy.
Boy.
Oh, what is this? Somebody sold some mayonnaise.
We got it.
Sweet.
Nice. Good
Oh,
job.
Floral says she hates Bepic. That sucks.
Oh, well, Floral
Hate to
is
hear
your best friend ever, so you got to listen to what she says.
Best friend ever.
All right. You already shut her down?
All right.
Shut
sounds
her
good.
down.
Good game, everybody. My copper
was
hoe
fun.
is ready. Oh!
Excuse me?
Just in time for the harvest or the planting season. My copper hoe is ready.
Oh, it's summertime. It's summertime, guys.
You're a copper hoe.
Man, I'm a golden hoe and you know it.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
All right. Good night, golden hose.
All right, I'm
Good
gonna host
night,
my
Golden
friend
Hose.
the Crash Test Genius.
Yeah, please host me and then I'll shut her down.
Hey, the last like 8 times I've hosted, it hasn't worked.
Good.
Thanks for hanging out, Floral.
Well, guys, this was a hoot and a half. Always enjoy
Was,
hanging
for
out and
sure.
talking and milling about in this game and everything like that. And Chewy is sick of our shit. We've ignored him for 3 hours and he is done. So I'm gonna kill stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, etc., etc. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.